A man whistled into the tunnel. What happened next was utterly bizarre. Something deep within the pitch-black tunnel whistled back in response. He stared at the tunnel in confusion, then whistled again. This time he only heard an ordinary echo. The man breathed a sign of relief, but his turn to leave. He stared at the tunnel in shock and was about to whistle again. Now the man was absolutely certain. What he had heard before was definitely not an echo. Determined to find out who was visiting inside the tunnel, the man decided to investigate. When he emerged from the other end, however, there wasn't a soul in sight. He looked around puzzled, then his gaze fixed on a backpack in the distance. His own backpack, the one he'd left at the tunnel entrance. But he'd just walked through the tunnel. How could he possibly be back where he started? This eerie discovery sent a chill through him. Bewildered, he walked through the tunnel again. Returning to the entrance, to his horror, his backpack was still there in its original spot. Something was terribly wrong. He walked through the tunnel anal a third time. Outside, just as he feared, there was an identical backpack. The man was both baffled and deeply frightened. He grabbed the backpack and hurried away, desperate to escape the sinister tunnel. Minutes later, to his disbelief, he found himself facing the same tunnel again. He immediately changed direction, rushing of the opposite way. But no matter which direction the took, but always ended up back near the tunnel. Even after crossing a suspension bridge to another mountain peak, he could still see that crushed tunnel.